Wokish. I'm Victoria.
I'm Kiana.
I'm Shalisha.
Hey. Um so last week's video,
Girl. Sorry.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. Um, last week's video, we talked about, Black Lives Matter and what it's like being a Black person in America. Now, of course, we told this from our perspective as Black women who have, experienced being Black our entire lives. And in that, we've experienced being Black our entire lives, as I said. So, yeah, we've experienced the bad stuff, but we've also experienced all the great things about being Black. And there is nothing better than being able to discuss this topic. Let's talk about the great things about being Black. What is so wonderful? What is so amazing? What makes Black people just lit? Somebody go. If not, I'll start.
I just literally bit into a peanut butter cracker when you said that. And I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
In the middle of the
Right. Yeah. It's gonna be great editing that out. Just like in the background, you can hear a faint crunch. Oh. Okay. So let's see. One of the best things about being Black, I guess in reality, is that on the deeper end, there's a strong sense of community, just in general, when it comes to being Black. Like, there's stuff that within the Black community, we'll discuss that later, but there's stuff within the Black community where you can just look in a Black person's direction and nod, and they know. You don't know what they know, and they don't know what you know, but you both know.
Yep.
Like, you could both hear a kid screaming in a store, and you can just look around and be like, oh, and just make eye contact with the nearest Black person, and you just know, like, oh, get his little ass tone up.
That sense of familiarity, then.
Just know. It's like, oh shit, it's going down. Somebody touched something. Somebody came in the store and then didn't follow the rules. Don't ask for nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't look at nothing. Don't breathe on nothing. Somebody didn't follow the rules. They don't get that little ass tone up.
Exactly.
Let's see, what else is there? We are, I would say, as an entire community, I think we're funny. But by technicality, like, we're funny. There's a lot that goes into that. But I think we're funny in a way that applies specifically to us because of what we've been through. Like, Black people have to make a good time out of a bad time because that's all we've ever been able to do.
Right. So, like, also low-key sad, but it just shows like how we've had to adapt and how we make it better for ourselves. But I'm not going to go into the negatives of that because that's not for this podcast, but kind of like a double-edged sword, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's something we had to do.
I think I was talking to my mom about this the other day, just the whole concept of we had to make humor out of everything going on. Like, I was watching The Help, which to me is just, funny. I was watching The Help, and they were in the kitchen laughing while they were at the bridge club. The Minnie and the other woman whose name evades me, which I don't know why I can never remember her name. But they're in the kitchen, they're laughing, they're making jokes about the women that they're, working for. And I'm like, yep. That would be exactly that would happen. Like, you laugh to get through it. So we are just naturally funny at this point, which is both, like you said, double-edged sword. It's just like, it is what it is, but also,
ha 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 ha. I think one of the best parts about being Black is that we adapt quick as hell. Not only because we have to, but in a way, we adapt and then people adapt to us so that whatever we do ends up being the thing that everybody else does, which we've talked about this before in a different podcast in a negative light. But I like to think that a positive thing about Black people is that literally majority of what you see on TV, a Black guy, a Black woman, somebody Black did it first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much true.
it's like because I was thinking about that too. The fact that most music genres come from Black people, if not all of them, not all of them, but a good number of musical genres
Yeah,
originate with Black people, like rock originate from Black people, and R&B and the various other things originated from Black people and were cultivated by other cultures and people to become what they are now.
Right.
But they started with us. We are trendsetters. We're the creative trendsetters. We are the ones that give you the ideas that you roll with. And I'm gonna leave that sentence there.
I feel like that
It's
kind of gets like it's just cool to see it when you see like other cultures, other countries get a hold of it and enjoy it too,
Yeah.
and like it
And
just
see what
shows
they
like
do with
how
it.
yeah, it just shows how creative, how powerful Black people really can be.
It's like you take something and you see something and you put your own cultural like spin on it, and that is a really cool thing.
There's a lot of this is what I was gonna talk about earlier. There's a lot of like inside detailed jokes. Like, yeah, eventually non-blacks got a hold of them and they're not as funny anymore. But
Sorry.
you said what I said.
I'm sorry.
Am I wrong? But am I wrong?
You're not. That's why it was so funny. You just said it so casually. You didn't have to do it like that.
I just said what I said. Some people got a hold of them and they're just not as funny anymore because before it was kind of like, oh, this person's invited to the cookout. Now it's almost like invited to the cookout is like almost like a racial slur. But had you been like, oh, so and so's invited to the cookout, had you said that to me 2 years ago, I'd have been like, hell yeah. But now I'm like, please don't invite so and so to the cookout because they're gonna bring egg salad with eggs in it, and not eggs, egg salad with
They
egg
really
shells.
be, it's like they be giving out the cookout little, I don't know, little voucher a little bit to like people who really don't deserve it or did
Right.
like the absolute least
It's like
deserve.
they were human.
Joe Biden wasn't even invited to the cookout. Joe Biden just showed up. He was just like, I'm invited to the cookout. We were like, no.
We were like, we don't know you.
A friend was invited to the cookout. We didn't invite you. That's 2 guests. We didn't invite you.
Right. We invited Obama because he was already there.
He's like, yeah, I'm friends with Obama. I'm friends with him.
He
don't
asked
know
to bring
you,
a +1.
sir.
Obama didn't
I'm
clear.
not black if you don't vote for Joe. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. So I guess everybody who doesn't want to vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah, is
vote for Joe Biden. Joe, shut up.
Right, like please. It's already hard enough that we don't have Bernie. You're our only hope.
It's just so uncomfortable, and it's like, fam, we really gotta vote for you because you're really not like gonna be helpful.
It's like we just cannot have 4 more years of Trump. At least with Biden, he'll be also new to the office, and we saw the damage Trump did. If all goes accordingly, you know, all Biden can do is spend most of his term undoing what Trump did. So he wouldn't have time to do his own shit because he'd be, patching up Trump's shit.
Right.
That's true. That's not really one of the good things about being black, but that is a good discussion that we just had.
I was thinking about that as well. I'm like, this has nothing to do with being black, except for if you ask Joe Biden if whether or not we're voting for him, he would say whether or not has to be doing.
Not black if you don't.
Apparently, but lucky for him, I don't have a choice.
Right. I'll have you know, Joe, if I had a choice, it wouldn't. Well, actually, let's see what else you have to bring to the table first. I don't know what else he brings to the table. He brings some health care over.
Right.
Then we'll talk.
I was all for Warren or Bernie. If it wasn't Warren, it was going to be Bernie. And then Bernie dropped out. I'm like, Bernie, no, we need you.
They were not about to. They were not about to let Bernie get that.
Oh no, he had too many socialist ideals for them.
Just fine, except you can't do that in here because people be like, oh, socialism, that's like the same thing as communism, and
even though it's not, but okay.
At all. and I hate both of them. But I hate that. I hate it because ninth grade history told me that like it's just it's stupid.
What ninth grade history told me that I need a new teacher because I swear to God, I didn't learn anything that year.
Me neither.
Was it ninth grade? I didn't learn anything ninth grade or tenth
together.
grade. In history?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the same civics class. I didn't learn anything.
I remember learning the checks and balances kind of at the
I
end. I
knew
don't
that
remember
already.
anything else.
I already knew that. They
I don't
would put
remember
me
any.
on
They
it.
kind of
anything else.
rehash the same thing, don't they? Like with
Yeah.
every single grade level, you kind of rehash the same thing, but you don't necessarily learn anything new
It's not.
at all.
You learn like yeah, basically. I don't even
A
know
little bit
what I was trying
more.
to say there.
You learn like a tad bit more of you learn a tad bit more of what you learned last year, but not much.
You won't learn anything that is relevant that's going to help you when it comes time to vote, or like in regard to like what's a good thing and what's a bad thing. You'll just learn like, hey, George Washington had wooden teeth.
Is that you learn whitewashed, watered down American history.
Yeah,
And
basically.
like this,
Even in world history, you learn whitewashed
watered down
American
world
history.
Yeah, exactly.
Still
And America said, first of all, we're talking about South Korea. We're talking about Korea. What do you mean America said? What does America do?
We're in there. I don't
said-
care about America, bro. We're not there yet.
Right, we're not there yet. This is like what?
Or
14th
we could
century
just
China?
hold. It should literally just be one line. Yeah, America was there also, and then like that's it. There was nothing. There's nothing else for us to learn. We already knew they did all types of fuck shit.
Because that's the American dream.
We got way off topic.
We did.
Way. You can add all that in.
Also, another thing that I love about being black. I like my skin tone. I like all brown skin tones because you just ever see gold or yellow on brown skin. That is such an experience.
Honestly, you see any color on brown skin, it just looks good.
It does. I just really like the color yellow. I think I'm really into the color yellow right now. And every time I put on yellow,
Gold can be a really good color.
You said gold?
Which also reminds me that black people really look good in almost every color. Like in any fashion sense, they look good in every single color.
If you put a black person in any aesthetic, they now own that aesthetic. Like, I don't care what you say. I don't care about your argument. I don't care what you think. Black people look good in every aesthetic. Every single one.
It's true. It's
So,
not
like,
even. Who would argue with that? Like, I feel like you can Google black anything, like black man in this, black woman in this, and you're gonna pop up and be like, oh, so everybody's attractive. Cool. Everybody's attractive. That's fine. All out here just being models or whatever.
Like, black skin is like liquid gold. It's so beautiful and I love it.
This is true. I'm trying to think what else is there. What else is there that's great about being? There's so much great about being black.
It's kind of hard to explain how great it is because it's not something as simple as just like singular things.
Yeah, like let's list the reasons why I like me. It's like when I'm not afraid for my life, I genuinely enjoy being a black woman. Like I'm genuinely proud. There's this pride that comes with being a black woman. Like this sense of just natural joy I get from knowing that when I look in the mirror, my skin will be brown and my eyes will be brown. My hair will be curly. It defies gravity. And that I shine in the sunlight, that makes me happy. Like I love being black. I get scared because the world doesn't like that I'm black, but I like being black.
Right.
I just looked up black alternative girls, which is my entire vibe. And I'm even happier being black.
Being black is great.
I just want to be black. I want to express my alternative aesthetic. I wasn't allowed to do this as a kid. I didn't get to figure that out. My mom was like, no, go put on that dress. It's like, I don't want to wear a dress, Mom.
Grew up in the opposite house. I wanted to wear dresses, and my mom was like, no, put on those pants.
Put on those pants. You want to do what with your hair? I mean, I'll give my mom credit. When I was in 6th grade, she put blue braids in my hair, just a couple streaks of them. So it was like all black with blue, with 1 or 2 blue braids sprinkled throughout, which was like,
I remember this. I remember it so vaguely.
yeah, it was just, that was like my awakening. I was like, oh, this is me.
Oh, God.
So, it was like my moment. I was in my element. But of course, I couldn't go full MySpace scene kid or emo or goth. I wasn't allowed. So I just listened to Evanescence and Linkin Park in my room and let that be.
I feel that so bad.
I just let that be what it was.
It's a surprise. I mean, I guess shouldn't be surprising, but it's sometimes surprising to hear just how many like black people were very like much either scene kids or anime kids or deeply into that aesthetic.
Right. Like, I didn't realize there was such a vast community of us until I got older. Like, it's just one of those things that representation isn't a thing for us. Because, yeah, I've seen white kids do the whole scene kid thing and the goth emo thing, which is cool. But, like, I didn't know that so many black people did it. That there's so many black people who had that aesthetic and fucking killed that shit. And I didn't know that I could do it, too. I wanted to. I just didn't know that I could. And my mom wouldn't let me to that stupid thing. But, like, I'm still scrolling through it on the Googles. And I'm like, wow. First of all, I know what my next hairstyle is going to be. Second of all, I wish I got to like figure this out as a kid, you know?
Right.
It's really dope. And I didn't realize I was an alternative black girl technically until I was like 20 years old. But
Yeah.
it's still super dope to like know that this community exists and that I can be a part of it if I so please, and I so please. But that just goes back to say that like being black, there's like you can put a black person in any aesthetic and they fucking kill it. Like I don't care. Nobody says we destroy every aesthetic, every vibe. We're in the best way, not in the bad way. We're just like, yes. Oh, you thought this was no, this is ours now. This is ours now.
Y'all colonized everything. Okay. So
Stop.
I'll cut that out.
I don't think
We'll see. So oh, let's see. I love that black people, and it goes back to history because history is history. We know what happened. Talked about it last week. Trying to stay positive. Because of history and things that have happened, black people are ready to take the initiative to do whatever it takes to make it. Black people, and this, you could say this quite literally about anybody, any other race. And I say this meaning no disrespect to anybody, but nobody has to do it like a black person. Not only do we have to try 5 times as hard to just get through the first part, we got to try 2 times on top, so 10 times. You have to try 10 times.
Thank you, Victoria, for clearing.
2 times on top of the 5 times, 2 times 5, 10. We have to try 10 times as hard to get through the second thing. Black people take the initiative to do all of that. We have to take that first step. We have to take that first step and grow up before we're even fucking grown. Like,
right. We're expected to be adults at like 10.
Right. You're expected to basically know what to do and not to do by 10 years old, which, yes, at the helm of it all goes back to a very sad history, but it also makes a lot of mature, smart, talented, funny black people. It puts them in a significantly, in my opinion, at least a better position, because we already go into the school system, like we go into school and stuff almost with the expectation of negativity because of what our parents tell us. Don't act up, don't do this, don't do that. And at first you're like, oh, you're thinking I just don't want to get in trouble at school, but in reality they're teaching you a lesson about society and you just don't know it.
Right.
Know it now though. So you're basically forced to grow up before your time, which is sad. But by the time you are grown, shit, tell me one thing a black person can't do. I'll wait.
Fail.
Not a damn. Okay, never mind. Shit.
There is one thing that they can't do.
You can't
Said it
fucking
so quick.
lose.
Said it so quick. I was like, not a damn. Wait a minute.
I didn't say it quick. I said
It
it
was one of the
I was like,
Waited. I
should
was
I
like,
say it?
oh
Should I say it? I said
shit.
it.
uh,
I stumped you. I did my
I'm like
job.
shit.
Anyway, being black carries like this veil of pride because our ancestors went through some shit. You know, like hardcore went through some shit, and we still have to fight for that equality now. And so there's like strength in being black, but we can also be soft. You know, we can also be very caring, loving people. Like, have you ever met a black grandmother? Like, I mean, I have a couple of them. They're not always nice, but like they make you feel good at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. That is very
My
true.
grandma called me fat in a heart. My great grandmother called me fat in a heartbeat, but she'll also tell me I'm pretty. So it's like,
You know what? That's some shit. You gotta love black grandmas for that specific reason. My grandmother, rest her soul, she had one of those. She had one of those personalities where we all know was quick to call Victoria fat. Victoria is fat. It is what it is.
right.
But I distinctly remember one time I was coming down the stairs and we have mirrors going down the stairs in my house. And I remember I stopped and I just started looking at myself. I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm ugly. I just started looking at myself because like I knew this goes sound gross. I knew my teeth wasn't looking right that day, but I was on my way out and I didn't have time to turn around. So I just kind of looked in the mirror real quick to be like, you be all right. And my grandma was like, stop looking in that mirror. You look beautiful. And I was like, first of all, you don't know that many words. Second of
It's
all,
like,
thank you.
oh, my heart. Thank you. Because that's sweet. Like my great grandmother doesn't know my name all the time. She just turned 89. She doesn't know my name all the time. We have this ongoing thing. She calls me Sheila May because my name's Shalisha. Y'all know that, but to the podcast people, my name's Shalisha. And I think last year I called my grandma on her birthday, and I was like, "You know, you're talking to?" She was like, she looked at the phone and goes Sheila because my name's Shalisha. And so her daughter and my grandmother calls me Sheila May from time to time. So when I called her this year, I said, "Tell her Sheila May's on the phone." My grandma was like, "Sheila May, it's been so long," and she held a whole conversation with me. And it was like she's had the brightest personality and all the joy in the world, and I really think she's messing with me too. I think she understands, but she's so cute. Like old people are so cute to me, and it's like, oh, bless your sweet little soul. But now my name is Sheila May when she sees me, and it makes me smile a little bit. She remembers that, but she can't remember Shalisha. But she also calls me name. But she does it with so much joy and happiness. Like she's just so excited to see me. So she, in a way, remembers me. It's not my name, which I think is what I was trying to say.
I mean, that's kind of sweet.
It is. I thought it was sweet. The silence gives me other vibes, so I'm sorry.
It's just us trying to take it in, I suppose.
It's okay.
Oh.
Hello?
I was talking the
Yeah.
whole time.
The whole time?
I was talking the whole time. And I was sitting here like, hello? Sheila May, haha. Oh God, they can't hear me. They can't hear me.
Sheila May.
Like, I was like, oh God, they really can't hear anything else.
And then you were gone.
And then I
Okay.
left.
And I was
came back.
feeling I was feeling sad because I was like, oh, yes.
No, I found this story to be very, very cute. I thought it was quite endearing. It's not you, it was me.
It's not you. It's you.
Right, it's not you, but
it's
it ain't me, bitch. Let's see. What else is there
And
that's
also
just
just like
wonderful?
also I just want to say, especially with older black women, like you, especially when they're not your grandma,
Right.
and they're just really nice to you. Like, hey, baby, that's the warm. Hey, hi, how are you? And they tell you that you're pretty.
Did y'all have that with some of the lunch ladies at school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I would feel a lot of that warmth.
It's like, oh, hi.
Make sure you get your fruit.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Make sure you get your
Make
fruit.
sure
I
you
don't
get a
even like
yogurt.
fruit. but I'll take the that she told me to.
Right.
Right.
So pretty.
I
I
don't
will
like
say that's one of those things about being black is that especially black women, we, especially publicly, and this could mean like physically in public or just on social media, we are very quick to let a bitch know she's pretty. Like we are very quick to uplift another black woman just cause. Like it does sound dumb, but have you seen a black woman? Not you.
Honestly.
You've seen maybe
I mean, I look in
one.
the
I
mirror
think I've
every
only
day.
seen one in my whole life.
Yeah,
I think
just one.
Yeah, just one.
I've never actually seen either of y'all in real life, so I'm not sure
Right.
exactly who you are.
I have
don't
two
know.
sisters I've never seen, so
It's like, what is my like,
mom.
my mom never seen her.
don't know anything about that. But like, if you've ever seen a black woman, I'll gladly never seen a black woman. I'll gladly throw up some pictures of some beautiful black women of differing shades and colors and shapes, squares, rectangles.
We love octangular black women.
I love an octangular black woman of different shades and shapes and sizes because black just looks good in everything. Black looks good chunky, black looks good skinny, black looks good shaped like a pear, and it looks good, in my case, shaped like a summer squash. So,
like a stubby zucchini, which is me.
right. Like black just looks good in
What?
general. Was Kiana there when we talked about being shaped like squashes? Was she there for that?
She was.
What the fuck?
I don't even know where to begin with that.
Me and Victoria are shaped like summer vegetables. That's all you need to know.
I'm shaped like a summer squash. I'm not
So-
like
so I'm good
super
for you.
curvy, but I'm a summer squash.
Right. It's like I'm not like
Okay.
sometimes I'm an apple and sometimes I'm an apple somebody took a bite out of. It just depends on the day.
It's really funny.
Is it really funny?
I'm shaped like an apple someone took a bite out of. Where did the bite come from?
Listen, I don't know if you knew, because I didn't know either, but apparently I'm a bad bitch. So somebody wants to take a bite. They got papers. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. But I'm kidding.
Oh, our OnlyFans. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Kind of.
Plug their
Only
OnlyFans.
kind of.
OnlyFans.com/SickTV.
Sick TV. Yep.
Yeah.
Can I just say I googled the summer squash and I think I'm upset because it's true.
No, I have to Google summer squash. And you
Yes,
have
I
to
did.
put
You don't have to.
you.
And,
You have to put it on the screen. Oh my god. I have this in my fridge. Right
yeah. It's like a summer squash.
Oh, wow. Y'all do not look like no damn summer squash. Stop that shit.
I like the apple.
But that even look. Come on now.
I'm not giving myself enough credit. I'm not really shaped like a summer squash. If I could get rid of this last 60 pounds, I'd be shaped like one of my sisters. Like she's more of like a straight, like she has curves, but I would say she's more like a banana, like a small hourglass. And banana is more like a small hourglass, and Janique is very a pear. She has very wide hips. My hips are very wide, but also my torso is very wide.
I'm shaped like a bundle of grapes that somebody ate the top half of. So I'm like numpy and slightly shaped.
I don't appreciate what you're saying about yourself because that's not true.
That's not even close to true.
That bundle of grapes someone ate half of, that's almost as bad as the apple. All this getting cut out. This has nothing to do with being black.
Listen, it's my story. It's my truth. All right. I laughed so hard I got dizzy. Wait a minute. My iron is low. Which I also found out is a black thing. Black people don't have high iron.
We're also more likely to get sickle cell trait.
Yeah. And be lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
Being black is hard. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding.
One thing which this will probably be, like, I guess, because we've been talking for about an hour, right?
Yeah.
This is probably the last thing we talk about, which kind of goes back to the first thing we said about black people being funny. I absolutely love the black overall brand of comedy. I don't know why, I mean, we all know why, but like there's something so just like internally warming when you hear, even if you're not really in a Black person's conversation, even if you just overhear it, don't eavesdrop, but even if you just overhear it, you you find the comedy in everything they say with when they intend to be funny. Like I think back about the stories and things that we've said from like high school to now. I'm only bringing this up because you remember when we talked about the camel spider. You were like, he's so big that he could literally rob me and ask me for my social security number and my shoes, and he could just have it.
Yes, I believe I recall that conversation.
He's the size of the lunch table. He just walks up like, "Oi,
Oi,
your lunch number. I want the lunch number."
And you're like,
Yeah,
yeah, here,
that's-
sure, take it. Yeah,
An Australian accent.
Yeah. Oi.
that she's practiced because it's gotten better.
Yes.
Rise
Remember
Blight.
when I was stuck on what was the phrase?
Rise of Blights.
Rise of Blight.
Oi, Sheila, Rise of
Always
Blight.
says it. Rise of
Rise of Blight.
Rise
For, like,
Blight.
a month and a half.
I couldn't.
You've come a long
I've
way.
come very far for Rise Blights.
Rise of Blights.
If you say rise up lights, you're saying razor blades.
In Australian. Not
The
Australian.
whole language?
Australian. Like,
No, sorry. Oi, give me your lunch number.
or I get you my Rise of Blight legs.
Right. I'll get you my rise of blades. Here.
Stop. I told you I'm dizzy. My iron is low.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I just think that as a whole, just Black people are great. Like we're funny, we're talented, we're hardworking, and we're all, in some sense, we're only as hardworking as we are because of what we've been through. So we have to be. It's still admirable because at the end of the day, you can take a lot from Black people. We not only will we get it back, we'll get it back and then some. Because we have to. We live in a society where literally on a regular basis everything is taken from us. But like our dances are taken like that. Our slang, our general culture is taken from us like in the blink of an eye. But you know what? Black people never do is stop. You can take everything from us. And there's that what's that joke about I have to bleep it, renegation.
Oh yeah.
You can take it from us all day long. You can take it from us, however often you want to. But at the end of the day, not only do we come back, but we come back with something brand new. And when that gets taken, we just have another one ready. I was real mad when the woe came out because I was like, "What is that?" Come on, guys. We got lazy. Got lazy.
Yeah, I hate the woe. I still hate the woe.
Can't figure out how to do it. That's why I hate it.
Victoria.
No, it seems like it'd be such an easy concept. When I tell you,
it is an easy concept.
I just can't do it, bro. I still struggle with.
You're gonna be mad because you can't do it.
First of all, I said
that's not its fault.
I said what I said.
The woe is dumb. I can't.
No, at the helm of it all, it's just dumb. I just genuinely just can't.
But you don't like.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you catch the woe. When does the woe land?
When you catch it.
But how? How do you know? How do you know when to catch the woe?
You decide, Victoria. You just decide. No, you catch the beat.
I don't know what hurts more: the fact that this conversation sounds humorous, or the fact that I'm so serious. Like I want to.
I think they both should hurt. I think they both should hurt because I'm disappointed in you. I raised you better than this.
A little bit.
Did you raise? First of all, ain't nobody here teaching Victoria how to dance. That is one thing that just skipped me in the general Black spectrum. I struggle to step touch. Okay, I just
no, you don't step touch, Victoria.
Like
no,
I can't.
I can also say I've never seen you in all the years I've known you. Never seen you try to step touch. But I guess I've never seen you try to dance either.
I have never once. I don't think anybody here has ever seen me actually attempt to dance. I look okay. I'm like far. Like I joke. I'm joking about like struggling to step touch, but like generally speaking, if it goes beyond, like, I struggle with line dances. When I tell you, after that first dip in the electric slide, I leave the dance floor because I just get I get confused.
It's just
What
Victoria.
do
It's
you
the same dance.
mean?
You just turn
After
to a
that,
different
you go back
side,
2 times, dip 1 time, after, and then you come back up after
come
that first
back,
dip. I'm like, all right, time
and
to
then
go.
you shift your leg and you keep going the same way you kicked your leg.
That's the problem. I just can't. I just genuinely. And what's funny is that I'm so serious. I genuinely can't. Like, I try, I just can't. Genuinely, no. I just can't dance. It's just something that was skipped. But also, any final thoughts, ladies?
Um, as far as everything goes, like I said, I enjoy being black. I like the fact that I'm black. I feel like it took me a long time to get here and to be proud of that aspect of myself. So now that I have it, I'll never let anybody take it away from me. So just that pride is like, yeah, I'm a black woman. Yeah, I have this, that, and that. No, I don't fit every stereotype, but nobody's gonna fit every stereotype. Yes, I sing. Yes, I dance. But I also speak with eloquence, which for some reason is a stereotype that I wouldn't. But
This is true.
that gets me. That's a whole different conversation. Like I think we talked about last week, touched on it vaguely. Was just like, oh, you talk white. Well, I don't. I talk like I read a book. I know a lot of white people who don't talk like they read a book. So try again. But I'm proud of being black. You can cut that last part half. What? That last half out. But no, I'm proud of being a black woman. It took me a long time to get here. It took me a long time to love my skin. It took me a long time to love my hair. It took me a long time to love my name. And now that I have that love for myself, like I said, I'm never letting anybody take it away from me.
She said what she said.
And she said it again.
Again.
Again. Yana.
Yeah. I mean, it's always weird for me to do stuff like this, but I mean, it's just really the same thing where it's just that we're just such a special race of people that it's kind of hard not to love or ourselves. Well, it's not hard. It's actually quite easy to self-hate. But once you actually learn how to love yourself, it's really like one of the best things in the world.
I agree. I definitely agree. Can I just say my brain went to a weird place when you were like, I usually don't do this. My head really was like, she's gonna start freestyling. Like my head genuinely, she was like, like I just don't know why my head was like, she about to throw out some sick rhymes.
No,
Sick
see,
rhymes.
but
Wow, I'm
when she said I
excited.
usually don't do this, I thought of Alicia Keys. You don't know my name, but
Oof.
she says can I talk, to Michael? Oh hey, then the whole monologue she doesn't know the song. That's where my brain because her voice is just as soft. She said, "I usually don't do this, but." So
Right.
thank
Right?
you for giving me that stuck in my head. I have to go for that when we get off the phone.
This has been a very jumbled, tried to stay on topic but didn't episode of Kinda Wokish.
Like the world is
Oh.
crazy. Cut us some slack. Let's
Wait,
try.
aren't you gonna say something?
Yeah, aren't you gonna say something?
Didn't? Oh shoot. Oh my god. I just love being black. I love every part of me. I love the fact that at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's hard enough being black. We're very resilient people because we have to be. And within that resilience, we find a sense of community. And within that sense of community, we find our comedy, we find our talent, because at the end of the day, that's what we hold on to, because that's our history. That's what makes us us. So like Kiana said, it's hard not to, well, never mind. I don't want to say that. It would be increasingly more difficult to dislike oneself for being black. Although, yeah, like she said, self-hate is self-hate. It is what it is. But in reality, like when people say they don't like black people because you're racist, ignorant, son of a whore. Um,
No.
Son of a
Right.
whore. Because you're racist and you're ignorant and you're hold on to your bigotry. That's fine. Do you, boo? But when you say you don't like black people and you can't give a reason, reasons that we just gave are reasons why you can't hate black people. At the end of the day, you can say whatever you want. You can't even give a distinct reason to be a racist. You can't because it doesn't exist. There's no reason for it. But if you could give a reason to hate black people, be sitting here for years trying to figure out one good reason to hate black people because everything we just said, all the reasons we just said why it's great being black are reasons why you can't hate black people.
The reasons
Thank
why
you.
you insist on stealing our culture, but
Like, you
digress.
insist on stealing our culture. You throw a rap in the middle of a country song all damn day, but
Not in the middle of a country.
you ain't want Lil Nas X at them country music awards all damn day.
I
But
mean, like
we
black people
ain't
didn't
gonna
invent
talk
country
about
music
it, but we might have to talk about that.
at a later date because
That was ridiculous.
it black people invented country music. Come for me if you want to. I don't care. My Twitter
It's like
is
you could be
mad.
mad about it, bro. It's the truth. If you were a real country artist, you would know that.
Right. It's like taking things out like it's yours and then want to exclude people like y'all did America. Okay.
But yeah, no, you don't. We're not gonna get into all that. But I said what I said. You don't have a reason to hate black people because we're too damn great. We are no better than any other group of people. All people are people.
We
But
all
I
have our
said
things
what
that
I
make us
said.
great. We all have things that make us great. We're just proud of things that make us great that y'all tend to have the tendency to take as if it were yours.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it.
We said what we said. This has been kind of wokish. I am so glad, genuinely, that we were able to do this because we all we were all kind of struggling today.
Oh yeah.
Just in our own ways. Somebody was sick. Two of us were depressed. It was a lot going on, but this definitely helped. Being black is beautiful. Being a part of something is beautiful, and kind of wokish and sick TV are beautiful because we're black. Not because we're black, but because we're black. Get what I was trying to say.
I got you. We got you. We got you. Let's see if they're gonna misconstrue your words or listen to it for what it is.
Yeah, you know
Sorry.
what?
I'm real salty with life right.
Understandable. This has been Sick TV, kind of wokish. I am Victoria. Oh shit! Should we do the outro like we were doing before?
What was the outro?
Which is what?
It was the playing a song, but we let
Oh,
the
yeah.
robot read it.
We haven't done that in like 3 episodes.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think that'd be funny. What's one we should do? What song
If
should
we
we do?
do the Alicia Keys monologue in the robot voice.
Yeah, do that.
Gonna have to just go ahead and call this boy. Hello. Can I speak to Michael? Okay, how you doing? I feel kinda silly doing this, but this is the waitress from the coffee house on 39th and Lenox. You know. The one with the braids. Yeah, well I see you on Wednesdays all the time. You come in every Wednesday on your lunch break, I think. And you always order the special, with the hot chocolate. And my manager be tripping and stuff. Talking. Bout we gotta use water. But I always use some milk and cream for you. 'Cause I think you're kinda sweet. Anyway. You always got on some fly blue suit. And your cufflinks are shining all bright. So, what you do? Oh, word. Yeah. That's interesting. Look man, I mean I don't want to waste your time, but I know girls don't usually do this. But I was wondering if maybe we could get together outside the restaurant one day. 'Cause I do look a lot different outside my work clothes. I mean, we could just go across the street to the park right here. Wait, hold up, my cell phone's breaking up. Hold up. Can you hear me? Yeah. So, what day did you say? Oh yeah, Thursday's perfect. Man,
That's it.
So
Yeah. First of
okay.
all, his delivery was low key on point.
Wait, hold up.
I'm still gonna have ahead and have to call this. When he said you tripping, I was done. Tripping took me up.
This has been kind of wokish. That was absolutely wonderful.
10 out of 10. Great delivery.
10 out of 10. All right. Bye.
Bye.